Hello and welcome to this video on the annotated bibliography assignment. Oh, good gravy, what a lot of big words. What in the world? Okay, it's going to be fine. Annotated, let's break it down. Annotated, the word annotated mainly means to take notes, to read something, and to annotate means to make some comments and notes about what you read. Bibliography is just basically a list of sources. So we're going to be taking notes on a list of sources. Oh, not so bad. Annotated bibliography. Sounds very intimidating, but when we break it down, it's not too bad. All right, let's kind of get to it. All right, so remember that research is a process. For this class, you're going to be doing research, and it requires that we dig in and examine different perspectives on the same issue, and we look at these resources critically. When you're trying to do research on a topic, lots of stuff has generally been written on different controversial topics. Some of them conflict. Some of them have different opinions. Some have different sides. So we need to make sure that we are looking at the sources critically and understanding, hey, is this a good source or not or whatever? Okay, so something that's important to keep in mind. This basic annotated bibliography helps us organize our research and our thoughts about the research. So if we are focusing on a particular topic and we start doing research, this helps us organize our thoughts, helps us analyze whether or not really focusing on analyzing, but helps us understand really more about the particular sources that we're looking at. All right, so it's like baking a cake. So if you have to bake a cake, let's say you wanted to bake a cake. And what are the ingredients you need to bake a cake? Well, you need flour and sugar and eggs and oil and I don't know what else you need. I'm not a cook. Anyway, so does it make any sense to say, okay, I'm going to bake a cake, so I'm going to run over to Walmart and buy me some flour, and I get back home, and it says the next step I need is some sugar. Okay, I'll run over to Walmart, buy the sugar, and come back. And then it says you need some eggs. Okay, no problem. I'll run over to Walmart, buy the eggs, and then come back. No. Basically, we want to look at what we need first and gather it all together before we start working on the cake. So we want to make sure we have all our ingredients in place before we start baking the cake. The cake is the paper that we're going to be working on, the final paper we're going to be working on. The annotated bibliography is us gathering together the ingredients that we're going to be using to bake the cake and making sure we have the right ingredients to bake the cake. Ooh, good analogy. Thank you. All right, so what are you going to do first? Well, you're going to gather the ingredients. That's the annotated bibliography. That's what you're doing. You're going to do research and figure it out. Now, the goal is that you need to find 10 articles, 10 you feel are the most helpful understanding and exploring your topic. There'll be a different video that shows you how to do your research, as it were. But for this one, just understand, now again, this says 10 articles. That may vary from class to class, so make sure that, if we change this, I haven't changed this video, as of right now, it's 10 articles that we need. So we need to find 10 articles, and then you're going to then do the set on that. Oh, goodness, that sounds crazy. No, it's not going to be too bad, trust me. Okay, so note, you need to pick articles and resources from a variety of places. It doesn't make any sense to have all the resources from the same place. And again, we'll talk about how to do research, because you want to have varying different points of view so you can get a broader perspective of what you're talking about. For each resource, you need to first put together an APA reference list citation. And again, there are videos that show you how to do that, so don't worry about that. You do need to have the APA reference list citation. And you're basically creating the reference page first. At the end of your main paper you're going to be writing for this class, there is a big paper. Well, I shouldn't scare you. It's called the proposal paper. It's APA formatting. So instead of works cited, it's called references because it's an APA formatting. So basically, we're building that first, plus we're adding a few things. Okay, that's okay. Now, so you found the 10 sources. Now, what do you do? Okay, well, again, you're like, I don't know how to define my 10 sources. That's a different video. Right now, we're just talking about what we're doing with this particular activity. So once you found a source, then you're going to write a paragraph about each source. Okay, and it should include the following. So you found a source, you kind of read through the source, then you're going to write a paragraph about it, kind of answering this. What is the article's main point? Okay, what's the thing that the author is trying to make? Let's say you've picked medical marijuana as your topic. Is the author for or against it? Why? What's the main point? Okay. What does this bring to your particular understanding of the topic? Did this bring any new information, something you hadn't thought about? Maybe they're against your initial point of view. Did you think about that? Okay. What else? Or did it enhance certain things you understood? Is there any particular data that you could use? Okay. Now, is there a place where it basically says, hey, if we legalize medical marijuana, the world will no longer have any problem with pollution? Okay, and you're like, what? And then as you read through the article, it doesn't ever back that up. So that would be an example of a really bad source. If it's making a claim that it doesn't back up, then you know, well, maybe that's not the best source to use. Okay. Now, does the article leave you with more questions about the subject? Hopefully it should, because again, you're trying to expand your knowledge on your topic. You have a basic understanding of your topic, I would hope, but you know, by reading more about it, you should have some more questions. I didn't think about that, or what about this, or maybe this would be a good solution. So that's kind of what you're looking at there. Now, why? Why are we doing this? Because this will help you, again, organize all your information and your thoughts before you start writing your paper. It'll make writing your paper so much easier. I promise. I promise you it will. Okay. So, note, the articles and resources that you choose for your annotated bibliography are not the only articles and resources you'll be allowed to use for this paper. Okay. So, this will just kind of get you started. And if you need more, great. Okay. And you don't have to use all of them. So let's say you found 10 and like 3 of them are not very good. Well, you don't have to use them, but you can. Okay, this is just getting you started down that road. Okay, so the basics of this assignment. APA formatting, including a title page. We learned about APA last week. Okay, it should have a title. Okay, if you want to just call it Annotated Bibliography, that's fine. Okay, but you still need to give it a title. What else we got going on here? Oh, it needs to be written in third person point of view. No, I feel this, or I believe that, or you should understand this, or you, no. Academic papers are written in third person. Third person. Oh, wait, go back there. Let me make sure that we really understand how important that is. Ooh, what's this? Is that a thing? I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Third person. Is that doing anything? I don't know. Using this new program here they gave me, and I'm trying to figure out if it's any good. Ooh, no, it's still not working. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, regardless, write it in third person. Third person, not first or second. So if you've written anything like I feel or to me, those are first person. You believe me or your, no, that's second person. It needs to be all in third person. Okay, so that's the basics of this assignment, and then there'll be more videos on and helps as far as to get her done. So, but that's the basics of annotated bibliography, and all right, go have fun doing it. Yay, exciting.